Hey everybody, Chris here on a Sunday night. Welcome. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin, and is it too late? Are people saying, "Oh, wish I had bought Dogecoin at a lower price," or "Dogecoin's already done"? We'll be talking about that, and also what's happening in the crypto market tonight. We got a little red, little sell-off going on a Sunday night, but it's not too bad. But look at what the Dogecoin price is. It's 888. And what did I say last night at 10 o'clock, right at the end of the live stream? It's probably going to be about the same price it was then. And it was 888. So despite some positive trading that we had kind of through the afternoon, we're right back where we started at 888. So we got some up, we got some down, but in the end, it's kind of sideways. So for those that were excited for Dogecoin to be up over 9 cents there today, it'll be back. This is just kind of what's happening right now. So looking for the dips to maybe buy, looking for the runs, maybe to scalp a little, maybe some doing swing trading. I'm not swing trading Dogecoin right now. I still have some other swing trades that are open, and I'm waiting for those prices to dip down so I can buy back in, but not Doge. But the crypto market all tends to kind of move together for the most part. And I'll show you some of those differences in a little bit. Hope you enjoyed the little Snoop Dogg intro. That was from a couple years ago. That was kind of fun. So I'm dusting off some of my old intros, trying to have some fun because that's what you have to do, right? You just got to have fun. You can't take this all too seriously. And I know money is involved, and with your money, you get kind of wrapped up into the emotions. But hey, it's still bear market. This is not bull market yet. In fact, the rest of 2023, I wouldn't be surprised if we still saw Dogecoin around this price. Although I predicted 12 cents, not 8 cents for the end of the year, because it's just going to be a bumpy ride. But we've got the bull market will be coming, and this is accumulation time. So do you accumulate now at this price? Do you wait for more dips? Or like some are doing, just buy a little every day or buy once a week, little DCA, dollar cost averaging, just slowly buying in, because the market will go up at some point in time. Again, not financial advice, but I tell you what I'm doing, and I look at the news, and I give you my opinion on that. So that's what we're here for, and that's what we're talking about tonight, is what is going on in crypto right now. And I will check that out, but first see what's going on in the comments. Jason, hey, what's up? Welcome. Hey, David, good to see you. Welcome, sir. Michael in the building. That is great. Jack is here. And how about that Jasmine? So let's see what Jasmine's doing right now. Jasmine. It's kind of been trading a little down over the past day and a half. And with this little dip here, it's still up over 0.0066. So that is good. Jasmy has been on a good run for the past couple weeks and not a bad price. Don't know what your average is there, Jack, but Jasmy is Jasmy's good. Most of my Jasmys I bought at about 46, I think. That was where is that my average? Let me see what my average is here. Yeah, 465 is my average for my Jasmy. So at 661, I am in the positive at about 47%, no, 46%. And that's a good start, but it's just a start. We know Jasmy's probably going to go on a big run at some point in time, and we'll just wait for that. We'll wait for that. But as you can see, like everything on my watch list, all in the red. But some of these, like Arbitrum, had gone on a run today, so it's retracing back. So it's still good for the day. But there were others, like Bitcoin, let's say. Bitcoin did not go on a run today. Bitcoin was going sideways, and then it is dumped. So dumping below 30,000. So that means Bitcoin dominance is also down, as we're seeing a lot more activity in the altcoins. That's right. And there are some saying that we have a little mini altcoin season going on right now with some good trading on some of the altcoins. We had a good run on Avalanche today. For those that are watching Avalanche, look at that. Big run up in Avalanche, and Avalanche has not dipped back down. In fact, it's turning around, ready to go even higher. So we got a lot of that in the market going on, which leads me to believe, hey, altcoins are, going to catch up a little now. And because all we've heard for 3 months is Bitcoin, 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 right? But hey, altcoins do catch up though. So little altcoin season going on here. With Doge, just up and down action with Doge, 888. That's where we are again. So what's going on in the news? Well, stock market, we have a little pre-market, the futures, a little bit green. NASDAQ just turned over a little bit red. We'll see stock market opening tomorrow morning. And it looks like they're waiting for more big bank earnings. There's some more stuff going on in the week ahead. But right now, I'm kind of on a little vacation mode because here in Boston, we take Monday off because the third Monday in April is Patriots Day. And out in Lexington, they do a battle reenactment of the first skirmish of the Revolutionary War. That was Paul Revere riding, on the horse saying the British are coming, all of that. That gets all played out in Lexington. And we get the day off. So it's kind of a semi-holiday. Boston Red Sox start a game at like 11 in the morning. Just that's what we do in Boston. So I'm going to be having fun tomorrow, but I'll be on again tomorrow night at 9 o'clock to wrap up the day of what's been going on. So come join. 9 o'clock. That's where you should be. Well, at least 9 o'clock Eastern time, because that's where I am in the East Coast of the United States, in Boston, where I live. So, series of indicators all setting up for an altcoin explosion, as well as new Bitcoin all-time highs. Well, I say eventually, not so fast, but somebody here by the name of Tech Dev, and I don't know who Tech Dev is, but he's got 408,000 Twitter followers. He's basically saying that it's time for Bitcoin and altcoins to make a run. He's comparing it to the Chinese 10-year note, moving average convergence divergence indicator. And he's sort of looking at these in the past, and when these sort of indicators have happened, looking now, if history is going to repeat with these indicators, this is time for Bitcoin to go on a run. Now, what I've been saying is, just because we've had these indicators in the past, I follow much more closely the 4-year cycle. And we're not ready yet for the next big run in the 4-year cycles. It's still a year early. So this run that we've had here, the first part of 2023, I think has been a nice little bull rally in a bear market, but not a full bull run yet. We're not there yet. That's just my opinion. That's what I'm seeing. It's nice to see green in the market, though, but I just think overall we're not ready for that big run yet. But others are calling for it. They've got all these indicators on these charts, and they're saying, it looks like everything's ready to run. And I'm just like, I don't think so yet. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I could be missing out on big gains because I still have some cash sitting on the side. I've got a lot deployed, so I like to see those gains, but waiting for those some more dips there. But pundit predicts Bitcoin's next price move as accumulation continues. That's what I've been talking about, is accumulation, because I think we are still in this relative bear market, and we will see some dips, and it is time to accumulate because the prices that we saw in 2021 could be back in 2024, 2025. We're talking Bitcoin at $69,000, Dogecoin up at 69.70 cents. We're talking Ethereum over 4,000. It was all of that. But right now we're not there, and it's not quite time for that run yet. This is accumulation time. That's what I'm looking at. Bank of America, even Bank of America reveals a surprise crypto key driver amid what we have now seen as over a $300 billion gain in the crypto market cap with this boom that we've had in 2023 so far. But again, I warn, not so fast. It's not going to continue to run. I don't think so. But for those that think it will, just keep buying and let's see where it goes. We shall see. So what is this? What is this key driver here that Bank of America is talking about? They're talking about this tokenized gold market. And I don't know really what that is with this tokenized gold market, but it seems to be, according to Bank of America, a key driver of digital asset adoption. Interesting that Bank of America is looking at it from sort of this gold point of view, but tokenized. So looking at different ways to enter this digital market. We'll see. I don't know quite how that works. I mean, is there a blockchain? Is it? Don't really know, but it's good to see Bank of America talking about crypto and digital assets, maybe even blockchain. Even if it's through tokenized gold, it's still a step in that direction. The Dogecoin price analysis, Doge had rallied over 1%, 1.23, after another successive bull run it had had. So Doge was up over 9 cents, but now unfortunately retracing back a little bit. But this was written before we just had a little dump, but yeah, still 8989, and now we're at 888. That seems to be where that's trading now. Overall momentum, though, still continues to be positive. And that's what people are reading into the charts there. It's just continued positive movement for Doge and other cryptos. Again, we could still see a little bit of retracement, though, and that might be starting tonight, and we'll see how that goes into tomorrow. Everyone who's here, please give a like. Certainly appreciate that. Don't always ask for that. I always get caught up in all the news and the charts, but do appreciate hitting the like button, as well as if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the Kriss Pax channel too. I appreciate that support. Yep, good way to spend the Monday. Nice to have a little 3-day weekend, especially that includes a Monday this time, so can have fun on a Sunday night, not have to go to work on a Monday morning. Yeah, imagine Paul Revere. The Dogecoin are coming. That's good, Jason. Yeah, so with Doge now, yeah, 889, just 893. Yep, holding well. So just a little sell off, but not a big dump in the market, it looks like. Bitcoin now trying to move back up to 30K. So for those that were looking for a dip below 30K, there it is, but moving back up. So we'll see whether that 30K holds as resistance now, or whether Bitcoin will trade back up above it, and whether Doge can get back up to 9 cents. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about missing the boat on the crypto riches. Do you feel you've missed the boat on the crypto riches? And we're talking about this in what's still generally considered to be a bear market. And Doge, XRP, and others, people think they missed out. Now, if you're thinking that and you're like, well, Dogecoin was below a penny, could have bought then. But the challenge of thinking that way is that back when Dogecoin was below a penny, nobody knew that Dogecoin was going to go on this big run. Nobody thought Dogecoin was going to become much of anything. And buying Dogecoin at that time was a big risk, because Dogecoin had generally fallen out of favor. It was probably 30th or 40th in total coin market cap at that time, and people just weren't talking about Dogecoin. So that would have been a big risk. And XRP here, when XRP was down, with this, the weight of this lawsuit hanging over it for years now with the SEC, and whether XRP is a security or not, and was Ripple actually promoting an unregistered security to exchanges, which is why a lot of exchanges just stopped trading XRP. Because you can't, in the United States, you can't buy XRP on Binance.us or Coinbase or Robinhood. They're staying away from it because they don't want to get fined by the SEC. And we're going to wait and see how that all plays out. But what is your investing strategy? Do you feel like you missed the boat, or are you looking at just some good positive gains? If you're thinking about like a 100x, right? Just huge gains in crypto, you can go chase some of those BSC tokens or ERC20 tokens on Uniswap, and you may get lucky and hit one. But chances are you're going to buy into something that's going to get rug, crash and burn, and you're going to lose. Chances are on those 100x's. In order to make money on those, you got to be in before it hits. Got to know what's going on. Got to know when the ICO happens. But it's all a big risk. So you take that aside. And so what I've been doing is I do have some of the top coins that I have been buying, but I've also been buying some that are lower down. And I've been talking about that. Arbitrum, I got in as early as I could. Didn't buy right at ICO because I never do that. I wait for a dip if it happens, and then I buy in. And so that has been good for me. And of course, Doge, I bought at 2 cents initially, and I'd been buying more in December at like 6.9 cents. And then I did a little swing trade from 7.9 down to 7.2 So I think my average right now for most of my Doge is about 7.2 cents or so. Because of my swing trading, I don't know average overall. I've got Doge in about 4 or 5 different places, so I don't even know how much Doge I have right now. But if you look at the Doge chart, though, and you say, okay, here's Dogecoin still below 9 cents, and I go to the daily chart, and I zoom back, and here's that run we had at the end of October when Elon first bought Twitter. When Doge came up to 14, almost 15 cents here. So, but where had Doge been before that? Well, here we have November of 2021 with Doge trading right up to 30 cents. Well, 30 cents from here, that's over a 3x. So you put in $33,000 now and it goes up to 30 cents, then that 3x, right, gets you a pretty good return. When we look at the stock market, generally the stock market is like 8 to 9% a year. Over time, long term, 8 to 9% a year. But we look in crypto and we say 8 to 9%. That's not good enough, right? We're spoiled. We were spoiled by the last bull run. Have you not learned anything through the bear market and all these huge losses we've had? Crypto's down 70, 80, 90% from their all-time highs. So you got to think about expectations, though. And what are the expectations? A 3x Dogecoin going from 9 to 27, 28 cents would be awesome. And you should think that way, that's awesome. Was Dogecoin going to go on one of these huge runs again, 50, 60, 70 cents? Maybe. But maybe not. We don't know. Bitcoin now at, let's say 30,000. Well, it's high as 69,000. To get to its all-time high now, that's just a little over 2x. So the chances of seeing that 3x, 4x on a Bitcoin versus an altcoin is probably a little less, unless you're just playing it safe to say, well, there's a risk in those other altcoins, so I'll just buy Bitcoin. Maybe. And we have XRP at 50 cents now. Well, XRP over here was at $1.60, right? So that's a 3x again to get back to where XRP was in May of 2021. XRP could do that if they win that lawsuit. Again, there's a risk there, right? So again, risk reward, and what are you looking at? That's what that's what you have to think of. Did you miss out on XRP? Is 3x not good enough for you? And what about some of these other coins? I mean, we were talking about Jasmy earlier, right? Well, Jasmy. Well, look where Jasmy was. Jasmy, it's up here at like 17, 18, up to 20 cents. And now it's less than a penny. So we could see a 20x for Jasmy. Is it going to do that? We don't know. But it could go on some crazy run. And maybe not. So there's a risk there. So you don't want to put it all in Jasmy, right? So that's why I diversify. I get some Doge, got some Ethereum, got some Algorand, bought into some Arbitrum. If that runs, I've got Avalanche, and I've got some Jasmy too. So that's what I do. When you see one of these other coins run, right, it's like, I didn't buy that one. But if you're in it, you're like, woohoo, right? I'm in that one too. So that's why I diversify. That's what Jason's asking here. It's like, I should be diversifying, but I feel like Dogecoin is going to be big time in the future. And I feel that way too. And I've been fortunate enough to have done well by getting in Dogecoin initially at 2 cents and then doing swing trading and accumulating more Doge. But as I've got some side businesses that have been making some money for me, I've been putting that into crypto, and I've decided I'm good on Doge right now. I've got a lot of Doge. So I'm going to start exploring a lot of these other projects and buying into these other projects. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been talking about that all along as we are, over the past few months, as we're still in a bearish market with some bull tendencies here over the past few months. But overall, we still have high inflation. We still have high interest rates. We still have a lot of talk about recession. We still have war going on and threat of other war. So all of those things are just not really ripe for this big bull market run yet. I think what we saw in Bitcoin was a correction after the FTX drop back in November, that Bitcoin corrected back up. But then we had in March, we had these banks and the bank failures and people taking their money on their banks. And saying, what am I going to do with this money, right? And so they were buying Bitcoin. We had a lot of buying of Bitcoin, which got Bitcoin up to this 30,000 level. I think that's kind of it for the run again until if we see some more banks collapse, which could happen in the next few months. If we see some of that happening, maybe Bitcoin will be solid while the stock market takes a turn south. We could see something like that play out. But do you feel like you're missing out? Again, some of you have been dollar cost averaging, right? Here's Mars, right? DCA and Doge for almost 3 years. When you DCA, right? Yeah, you're going to buy some maybe at a high price, but you bring that average back down when you're at a low price, 5 cent, 6 cent Doge. If you were buying Doge last summer when Doge was back down at those levels, right? That's all good. DCA Doge every day. That's what Jason's doing. Mars first bought Doge at 0.005, half a penny. Not very much, but it did turn into a lot, didn't it, at that time? So who knows? Who knows? Yeah, what about BlackRock? Yeah, we could see that. We could see that. So Doge rallies up and then Doge drops back down, and we know what could be coming for Dogecoin now. Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter. Those are 3 big ones that all, with the sort of integration of Dogecoin in one form or another, will all be great for Doge. And I'm going to be along for the ride. I'm not going to get out of Doge. No way. Doge is still a top 10 cryptocurrency. Here it is, number 8, still strong. And Doge is going to be around. It's like an OG crypto now. Proof of work cryptocurrency that has a strong following, dogs and memes, great community. So that's it for Doge. And even when there's a dip, it turns around and people just start buying the dip and it comes right back up. So Doge is doing okay. Will we see some bigger dips? We might. Again, that'll probably depend on the overall crypto market. We're not going to see Doge do a dip all on its own by itself. There's too much support for Dogecoin. We do have some shorts. Yes, so there are some short positions. Let's see where those are right now on Dogecoin. Actually, maybe some short positions were just closed on that dip there. Somebody had been shorting it, closed their position out. So that's good. Bitcoin shorts, still generally up a little bit from where it was back here on Friday. So there's still some short positions open up, just waiting it out, seeing whether Bitcoin is going to drop any lower. So we'll see how that plays out. But overall, for a Sunday night, Doge is where it was last night and where it was the night before. Same place. So Big Corp prepping for the next generation. Bank of America respects the technology. That could be it. B of A is a big bank, and they want to still do what banks do. That's where they make their money, and they're not making their money in crypto. And I don't see Bank of America really going all in on crypto. So this thing about this tokenized gold kind of makes sense for an institution like Bank of America. Hey, Bogdan, how are you? Coinbase wallet or MetaMask wallet? I don't use either of them, so I don't know. I used to use MetaMask. I don't trust MetaMask. Again, MetaMask on your phone, and I was using it, and I actually had the Chrome extension, on the Chrome browser, and I think that's how the hackers got in. Was an exploit through that. And they wiped out a lot of my BSC tokens that I had on there. So I think MetaMask still has a lot of hackers can get into it. So I use Ledger and I use Exodus, and I don't show anyone my Exodus wallet. I don't share those wallet addresses. I don't have it on my phone even. It's just on a computer, and I just access it there, and I kind of use it as a cold storage wallet, even though it's a software, but it does staking. So I've got Algorand on there staked. I've got my VeChain on there that's staked, because Exodus allows you to stake those. So, and I haven't tried Coinbase Wallet, so I don't know. I would imagine it's probably better than MetaMask, although it is also an app on your phone as well. And I'm just kind of staying away from having crypto on my phone. I do have some in Robinhood still, but Robinhood, I've got the 2-factor authentication, so I feel safe about that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, but I've not only myself got hacked, but with MetaMask wallet, but so many others got hacked as well. And I don't trust it. Now MetaMask is trying to do some of these other integrations in different ways, and I'm just like, I'm not touching it. So that's my take on that. Sorry, it's probably not the answer you wanted, but again, I've got a link in the description below for ledgers if people are interested in checking out the Ledger website. Highly recommended for a hardware wallet. Hey, Zena, my personal guess is we will see some kind of Twitter integration for Doge payments before the Doge launch. Could be an October or November event. Could be. It looks like Elon is making steps toward having Twitter be part of this x.com everything app, trying to get into the payments business. And now AI, a new company being set up for the AI side of things. So he's growing this thing to be huge. Will Dogecoin actually be a part of it? We don't know yet, but knowing Elon Musk and his love for Dogecoin, it very well could be. And like I said the other night, with this partnership with eToro as an exchange, I think that's more just, for 2 reasons. One, Elon doesn't want to have an exchange on the platform. It's best that he stays away from that. He's involved in this other lawsuit, so So best to stay away from that. The partnership with eToro, more and more seems to me like eToro just paid Twitter a bunch of money for that partnership. And so that is advertising, that's revenue. And Elon is getting revenue into Twitter that way, is what that is now looking like to me. That's all. I think that's all it was. So, but we'll see. I mean, he keeps talking about Doge. He doesn't stop, even though there's this lawsuit against him. He still talks about it. So we'll see. The Boston hackers, yeah. Do I think Jasmine will go to all-time highs? I don't. That Jasmine chart just isn't the best chart. But will Jasmine make some runs? Yes, I do. I do think Jasmine will make some runs. But looking at this Jasmine chart on the daily, it doesn't look like it's not a great chart. You just don't see, this something starting up here, at 23, 24 cents, and then coming all the way down below a penny, and then trading back up that high. You don't see it. Maybe here, like what we had in March of 2022, where Jasmine had traded down to just around a penny, and then it came up to about 4.5 cents here, it looks like. But for Jasmine to go from here, where it is at less than a penny, back up to 4.5 cents, that would be a good run. That'd be a very good run. So that'd be like 8x from here to go up to that level. Jasmine could do that. But all the way back up to its all-time high, yeah, I don't think so. But I bought some, and I would love it if it did. My expectations aren't that high, and I would probably be selling around 4 cents is what I would probably be doing if Jasmine goes on a run like that. I'd be like, I'll take my profits and say, okay, that's good. I did good. That's how I'm playing Jasmine. What's Bitcoin doing? Looks like it just touched 30,000. It's trying to make up its mind whether it's going to move up above 30K or not again. The next war, Elon and Doge versus the tokenized gold. I think eToro is involved because they're very well regulated, will help Elon regulate and integrate the Doge. That's a good point. And not only that, we've got eToro worldwide and eToro US. So they're both in the US market and worldwide. So yeah, there could be right now, it's if they get that cash tag working again, it just gives you a little button to trade, and that button takes you off of Twitter to the exchange. So that's why I'm thinking it's more of an advertising angle right now. But that doesn't mean it can't grow into something more in the future. So we could see that. Elon is advised to keeping your coins off exchanges, but he has also proposed for Doge that exchanges could play a part of verifications. True. We could see that. Yeah, we could see that. I think Elon would like to see actual payments on the Twitter platform now that there's subscribers, and it would be great to see real tipping integrated onto Twitter to be able to tip content creators, that make good tweets and you like it. Not only do you like it, but you can actually tip it. That would be awesome. Tips then could be sent during like Twitter Spaces, because right now you go Twitter Spaces and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but you can't There's no like super chat in there, right? So it'd be good if there was a tip mechanism. And that's why some were thinking there would be this Twitter coin kind of thing that would be sort of this inside Twitter currency that could be used, and then you cash out whenever you want to cash out, or you buy some of the coins to be able to use them on the platform. Not the same as having cryptocurrency integrated, but I could see some challenges with that integration of cryptocurrency. So maybe that's not going to happen so fast. But what is this all leading to, and what is this all about? This is more about crypto furthering its integration into more and more places, more and more platforms, being talked about more worldwide, and more acceptance. And the more acceptance there is, the more cryptocurrency has a chance to continue to grow. And we could still be very early in this whole crypto thing. Yeah, crypto's gone on some runs before and gone into bear markets before. But where's crypto going to be in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years from now? So we could still be very early. So this whole talk about missing out, people maybe missed out, maybe you haven't. And maybe 8-cent Dogecoin is like a really good deal when we see where Dogecoin might be 2 years from now. So just always have to think about that. So those that are just dollar cost averaging, you dollar cost average. You buy a little bit here, you buy a little bit there, and you see where it goes. Me, I buy dips. That's because I'm a trader. That's what I do. I buy dips, and sometimes I miss out, but sometimes I hit it right. So I don't get down on myself though if I don't hit it right, because in the end it's investing and it's money, and you can't take it too personally. So you do the best you can, you make the best decisions you can, you learn. There's always learning going on. You try not to make the same mistakes. Like I'm not doing any of those BSC tokens anymore or ERC20 tokens. I'm out of that business. And looking for good new projects, like getting into Arbitrum, I thought was a great thing. Getting into some Aptos, maybe Aptos could take off. Optimism. Those could be great projects. And Avalanche. Avalanche is still just trading well. Let's see where Avalanche is now. Yeah. Staying above $20 for Avalanche. That's a pretty good looking chart right there. So, yep. And we could see on the where do we have Avalanche here now? Avalanche is 6.6, BUSD is 6.6, and SHIB is 6.7. So we could see Avalanche actually overtake both BUSD and SHIB here if their little run here continues, because they've already leapfrogged back over Tron, which is good because I don't like Tron. So yeah, that's a really good chart that Avalanche has here. Looks like Solana is moving back up too. Back over $25 for Solana. Could Dogecoin go less than 7 cents? So that's where it last was in end of December. And for Doge to drop back down to that level, that'd be a big drop. And I would only see that. Let's zoom all the way back here. So this is back. That's October. Let's go back to, there's December right there. So there's 6.9. And then it came back down. Yeah, it did hit it again in March. When Doge dipped back down here in March, that was buying opportunity. See all these green circles here? That was me buying more Doge with these green circles here. So yeah, so that last bit of Doge that I bought there on March 9th was at 6.6 cents. So for from where we are now to go back to let's say 6.9, right? That'd be right there. It'd be a 22% drop in the price. We could see that if there's a big black swan thing that happens, like the FTX thing, at that level, and crypto just takes a big, huge dump. We could see that. But I think this Doge has so much support now with Twitter and what's going on that it would be really hard for Doge to get down there. But it could happen. $4.20. You think Elon will announce anything about Doge? He did kind of joke about his Starship test launch, which is tomorrow, that he probably should come up with a reason to delay it for 3 days. So he does it on 4/20, but I think he was just kidding with that. So I don't know. It'll be Doge Day. I think people will have fun. If you're on Reddit or Twitter that day, I think people will be having fun with Doge memes and talking about Doge Day. I don't expect anything huge to happen that day. Not expecting it, but it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll be on here having fun as well, celebrating Doge Day. So look forward to that. That's 17th, 18th, 19th. That's Thursday, right? I might be doing something else Thursday. I got to check my calendar. We'll see. We'll see whether I'm on that night or not. I might be doing it remote from somewhere else. So we'll see. But anyway, gang, that's where we are right now. Doge right where it was last night, in the same place where it was the night before. 8889. That's what we have. So up and down trading. Again, stock market will be open again tomorrow. So we'll see how the trading goes. I'll be on again 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So we'll summarize how the trading went on Monday. Check the latest news. Talk about SpaceX, Starship, the Starship test. See how that goes. Elon's very excited about it. So that's good to see. So I'm going to put the Doge chart back on as soon as this live stream is done for the 24/7 live stream. We'll always have that on this channel. Had a little internet problem earlier today and had to restart the stream, but got through it. It was okay, but going to get that going again right after this is done. So I hope you all are well. Hope to see you Monday night. Come back and we'll talk more Doge, crypto, keeping it real. That's what I do. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.